Yeah, g'day Paul. Just thought I'd make up a wee video of what I've done today since we talked on the phone. So what I've just got mixed up on the coffee table here is both these two here are the raw oil, same as what you've got and what your customers currently have. That's mixed 10 to 1 with water, and this one's mixed 40 to 1 with water. On this side here, again exactly the same oil, but one as I was talking to you about that we've dyed, we run the blue colour in it. And again 40 to 1 and 10 to 1. So identical oils except for the fact that we've got, this is the dye we run in our one. I'm going to pour them over, some of them over the table, and then wipe them up, and then you'll be able to see what's left behind, give us some idea if there's what these guys are actually doing and seeing if it's valid. So I'll just put the camera down on the stand here for a minute. Hopefully it all lines up in the right places, and I'll spill a bit and wipe it and then come back to you. So first up, I'll take the 10 to 1, same as what they're using. Just put some on the table there. Hopefully you can see that all okay under the camera. Let that smear around over the table a bit, over the glass. Now I've just got some Chuck's multi-cloths here. They're just damp, just put some water on them. They're not dripping or anything like that, just damp. So I'll use that. Wipe it. That's all I've done, is wipe it that much. I'll grab a dry cloth there and then just wipe the moisture off with the dry cloth. I'll come and get the camera. So, I don't know how well the lens is showing that, but that's fine. It looks the same as here. There is a very, very fine oil that can still be felt on it, but that should be the case. I've tried that with all three of the others as well, the 40 to 1 and the 10 to 1. With the 10 to 1, I'll do one here now and show you. I'll just put some of that on the glass. And again, I'll just grab a damp Chuck's. Over here, dry cloth. So obviously doing this on glass so that, you know, if it leaves anything that's bad, you're going to see it. There you see, just two wipes. And I'm not sure how well focused that is, but as you can see, that glass looks good, looks fine. Right, I'm just going to go back and put you on the stand. Use my hands. We'll see if we've got that right. Close enough. So yeah, looking at that, Paul, while there is a very, very faint residue left there, that's what protects the metal, that's what stops it rusting. The fact that the 40 to 1 or 10 to 1 or 40 to 1 both do the same thing, it leaves less of a residue with the 40 to 1, far less. But still there's a residue there, and that's because the product mixes thoroughly with all of the water right the way through. It doesn't, like a lot of the hydrocarbon oils go to the surface, it stays mixed. So what you're talking about them saying how it feels, I agree, but it should be that way to finish. That's what makes the product work so well, where it sticks to surfaces. Even when you try to remove it to a large degree, it's still, you know, between two pressurized surfaces like a cutting tool and the material you're cutting, it still stays there and protects the cutter. That's the whole point of it. I think for what you guys are doing there, who are used to shall we say, a lower quality cutting oil that you can run on a dead loss system like the saw you're talking about, 40 and 50 to 1 will be a more than acceptable product for them, and it means it's a lot more economical for them as well. So, you know, I think it can be a positive rather than a negative if they try this. I do appreciate, because they've tried it and come back and been unhappy, that it's not always easy to turn that round. But I also think if you explain to them that the fact that, okay, look, potentially, you know, I explained it to them, I didn't understand their use properly, when they spoke on the phone when I suggested 10 to 1. I probably should have recommended more like a 20 to 1. Having seen what you've told me so far, or heard what you've told me so far, I'm thinking potentially a 40 to 1, a very weak mix like that is more like what they want. And there's still a good oil content in there to protect the tools as well. So if anything, it can be an upside rather than a downside. I just think potentially the 10 to 1 for how they were using it was too strong. And that really is the crux of the problem. So that probably laid at my boots. I shouldn't have advised that 10 to 1. I probably misinterpreted what the guy was telling me as we spoke on the phone. But yeah, lesson learned. I don't think it's an issue as long as we can talk them into having another go at the correct numbers. And if anything, like I say, it should prove to be an upside for them. Certainly the cleaning and being able to deal with it and needing a solvent to clean up or whatever, I just can't see what they're talking about, because as you can see, it's a glass top, it's clean. You clean it with water, it's all you need. Okay mate, digest this, have a look. If you want to give me a call after we've done that. I've also, sorry, just to add to that, I also went into town this afternoon and visited 3 of our customers, engineering shop customers in Blenheim, and all of them no idea when I suggested some of this, they had no idea what I was talking about. And again, these are all workshops that have been using the product for well over a year now, and yeah, in all sorts of uses, from the lathes, cutting saws, through to the tapping and threading with the drilling and with the gel. Sorry. So yeah, I'm at a bit of a loss to try and understand entirely where your customers are coming from. Having said that, you know, sometimes change is difficult for people. Some people don't like change, and maybe they didn't like the mix ratio, maybe. I don't know, but if we can talk them into trying the 40 or 50 to 1, I think they'll find it's a far different product for them. Right mate, give us a ring and let me know what you think. Cheers Paul.